All right, welcome back everyone, back at another auction. This looks like all household decorations. And look where the van's set up, right there. Hey, would you look at that? So we're at an auction. There's probably some treasure at the bottom of these. Bon appetit. And we'll see what today has in store and what kind of interesting items we can find and discover. Purses. Should be a fun day. I don't know what the situation with going inside is, so I will not do that until I find out. We'll go past this caution tape. Because screw it. Pots and pans, sneakers, boots, cobwebs on stuff. Hopefully we find some good things today. The whole barn inside there is packed with tools and things of that nature. So we'll see what happens. Treasure hunting with taco stacks for another auction video. Let's get into it. If you're into like tools and stuff, this is the one to be at. Breaking oil, top oil, all this wire. Gotta put some gloves on, I think. My goodness. Kind of smells like art class. Oop. That's kind of crusty. These are worth money.
It's a nice chair, but have to either like put some sort of feet on or chop off the bottom. Why? Oh, because it's like a ring, sitting in the water on it.
Aside from some like really dirty, rusty tools, and a lot of them, probably this box, wrenches, not really a whole lot of other things. Handful of bins of just random housewares, but nothing too crazy. No real toys or anything. A couple decent chainsaws over here, but when you end up having a couple decent things, those decent things go for more than they should, so to speak. But everything's like really worn in and used.
Okay, the ladder jacks, guys, the ladder jacks. I'm gonna sell them by the piece. Anybody have 25 a piece on them? 25 a piece on them, 25, 10. We've got 10 a piece on them, 10 a piece on them, 10 a piece on them, 10 a piece, 5. Who's got 5 a piece on them? On the ladder jacks, 5 a piece. 5 for all of them. 5 for all of them. Sold $5. 24. All right, guys, we have some chicken wire here. Anybody have a $10 bid on it? $10 bid on it, $10 bid, $10 bid, 5. We've got a $5 bid on it, 5 and 7.5, now 10. 10, 10. All right, guys, we've got parts and pieces here to kerosene heaters. So I'm going to do it all one money. $10 for all of them. $10 for all of them. $10 bill, $10 bill, $5 bill.
All right, buying handfuls of just, well, that's an old Makita, I didn't even know that. The prices inside on the tools are going for a lot. There's a lot of just like junky scrap also, but the tools are going for a lot. I pay $1 for all that. Don't know what to do with it. A little outdated. I know I'm going to flea market tomorrow. I wonder how many people are going to ask me about it. Do they work? Probably do. Alright, I took the remaining bins over here, all for $1.
Here's exactly what I will tell you that he would say. Well, it worked when I parked it.
Probably might take some of these just for the bins.
$100 bid to start it. Oh, you go to the good for that for scrap. I've got one now, 125, now 150. 125, now 150. I got 125, 150, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50.
Always interesting to find a random VHS just hiding in a cabinet inside of a barn that's unmarked. Probably shouldn't be touching it that much. It's more magazines. Dude, just go out here and read magazines. That's it. Seems like a lot of people are also sticking around, so I got the box lots really cheap. Didn't really get a whole lot of great stuff out of it, but it's bulk. And anytime you can invest $1 whole on bulk, it's a no-brainer. It's kind of nice.
His Kubota?
Yeah, I'll give you help.
Okay.
We'll get it out. We'll get it all out.
It was supposed to be out on Thursday, but we ran out of time. So there you go. It's a 53, I can tell you that. And again, you're getting all the accoutrements. This, the plow, the disc, or both sets of plows, and everything back there. Yep.
And it ran. It ran. I bought it. I bought it. I don't even know why I bought it. I just bought it and then I just parked it. You know.
So there you go. Anybody have a $500
I didn't use it to work or nothing. I didn't use it to work.
He was using it, it was a big boy toy.
So it's kind of funny. He says everything in here has run. It's like that run, that runs, that ran. There's only been like one thing he says it doesn't run. And these things are like shot. Like that thing back there, I think that's for cement. It's like, oh yeah, that ran when I parked it there. That thing runs. I started up the other year. Yeah, it runs. Everything runs. Everything runs.
Great, now 325.
There's a super bar, a plow, and what else?
Plows.
Snow plow and a moldboard.
Snow plow and a moldboard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the heck was that now? No, it was more than that. No, it was more. 825. 825. 850.
Got a traumatic brain injury and now I got
875.
875.
I'm looking for 9.
You got the cultivator, so.
Yeah.
900. 925.
925.
But it's
Alright, somehow, some way I have to get myself out of here. Charlie, you got me parked in.
What?
You got me parked.
Yeah.
Oh no, you know the guy who has the welder too?
For me?
You know who has the welder? Because I'm trying to leave.
Oh. You got the welder?
Yeah, I got the welder.
Yeah, I'm the white thing. I'm trying to get out. I think you're in front of me, so.
The bike? Oh, I'm in front. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm waiting to get my chain back.
Oh, jeez.
Wait a minute. Where's the welder?
Since I like to share with you guys all these different small towns that adventures lead us upon, this is Frenchtown. I I think this is the first time I've ever been into the actual town part of Frenchtown. It's kind of a little, kind of a little quirky town. It's up and coming, even though it's been up and coming for many years. It's not that large. But if you like these really small town, I don't know what you even call it, Main Street small town? It's kind of neat.
Turn right on Harrison Street.
And that's pretty much it. We're out Frenchtown almost, but very nice homes.
Drive 3.5 miles on Harrison Street.
Very nice. Alright, so my whopping total for today was $14. That's how much money I spent today. I did buy some pickers' rights inside that garage, a bunch of like screws, bolts, and stuff. I didn't really take a lot of the scrap. I left it for my friend Jeff in terms of like the nails and different kind of bolts, rusty, especially rusty nails. I didn't take those. I left that for him. He likes to go through all that kind of stuff. I took any of the copper, brass, or random pieces like that I saw laying around, but I also took all the other tools that were in there, but it was really a tool auction. I did buy like all those bins of stuff, and I ended up taking, I think, 8 or 9 here, and 10 maybe. And there's really nothing too crazy inside them. Yeah, so you got like ice cold lights. It seemed to be more like decoration. Coat rack, children's wood. So they aren't, well, I'm not going to show you them because they're not too great. Probably the best thing in that that whole pile was this basket. It reminds me kind of what's that basket called? There's a basket, not Longaberger. There's a name for baskets that I feel like people use it for fly fishing, maybe. Maybe I'll even take out this stuff because this may or may not sell. Well, you know, we're going to flea market tomorrow morning, so maybe I'll just keep it in there. Just feel like this basket would probably sell empty better than with junk in it. It's got a name. I feel like it has a, it's wicker, but it has a backpack on it. This one doesn't. But if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, I got that. I also, my other great find was this awesome reef. I mean, this thing is spectacular. There's some VHSs and stuff in here. Now, you can't really see it on camera, but this reef is pretty freaking big. It does look pretty big on camera. Like, that's in the cargo container of my van, it's probably half the size. But that goes all the way to the door, essentially. I only paid $1 for this. I can't imagine this thing being cheap. It does have a tag here. Well, it was $80 back whenever, and in Canada it was $130. It's from 2000. Well, it's from exactly the year 2000, so that's 22 years old. Wow. Crazy to think that 2000 is 22 years ago. So I bet you this thing is well over 120, 100. I would say it's probably about like 130 right now, I would say, in America pricing. It's probably pretty expensive. Anyway, I've always wanted one because I wanted to put one on my barn, but I'm not going out there and spending $130 on a reef that I'm going to use for like 2 weeks of the year. And who knows if this thing's actually going to survive the winter. But really, really cool. That's probably my best find today. Obviously, we got a whole bunch of oils and small things, like you've seen in the video. Lots of scrap, but I'm going to end up... This kind of stuff I'm going to probably scrap, but I left a lot for Jeff, because I really can't use it. I'm going to take this. This thing's starting to fall apart. A couple sump pumps. I always use a new extension cord. All these lights. There's actually more VHSs, so I think the last time I went to... Yeah, you got Austin Powers, Happy Gilmore, the Rascals, Little Rascals. Last time I bought all those VHSs at the auction, I ended up with maybe 8 or 10 large boxes of VHSs, and I sold probably 2/3 of them. Now, the big thing was selling VHS in person, especially like at a flea market, not necessarily a yard sale, but a flea market when you're going to have people come there who flip and collect. Yard sales are a little bit different because you might not have that collecting crowd that comes up, but media is something that's really, really hot right now. VHSs, CDs, cassettes, that kind of falls into music, but a lot of media, DVDs, Blu-ray, is collected by quite an abundant amount of people. And thing with VHS is you don't want the very common movies like Titanic, Dr. Dolittle, things of that nature. You want things like concerts or horror, which everyone knows about, or just oddball stuff that you just really can't go to your local, back in the day, VHS store and rent the latest movie. That's kind of the whole trick with VHSs, and definitely selling them in public, as you definitely want the oddball stuff, it seems to be. But other than that, it was an awesome day. 14 bucks is what I spent when I take my $120 reef and put it in the barn and wait probably about another 3 or 4 months, and I'll let you know how it looks if I don't fall off a ladder putting it up. But other than that, it was a great day, a hot day, but a great day. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this treasure hunt. If you guys enjoyed the video, definitely smack the like button, subscribe down below for more treasure hunts. Tomorrow we should be going to the flea market and selling off this stuff. I do have to add a bunch more, but should be a fun one then. And stay cool this summer. Catch you guys next time. Next adventure. Till next time, have a great day. Keep living the dream. Peace.